Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Speedway review tonight. As you can see, we start off the show tonight with heavy hearts. As you can see on the screen, 17 of the 19 students that was killed in yesterday's tragic school shooting in Uvalde, Texas. Um, the names were Alexandria Anaya Rubio, 10 years old; Amir Joe Garcia, 10; Annabelle Rodriguez, 10; Elena Cruz Torres; Elenia Garcia, 9; Ava Morales, 44, the teacher; Irma Garcia; Jackie Carzares, 10; Jayla Suguro, 10; Jay Slubanos, 10; Josie Flores, 10; McKenna Elroy, 10; Monte Rodriguez; Nevaeh Bravo; Rogelio Torres, 10; Tess Maria Mata; Yuzes Garcia, 8; Xavier Lopez, 10. We will now pause for a 19 seconds moment of silence. Yes. Tonight, as you can see.
Our hearts go out to those that were lost in Uvalde, Texas. It's heartbreaking, but since we're not a socio-political show, we're just going to try to make you smile a little bit tonight. Welcome to the Speedway Review. My name is Chris Burns. Directly above me is Stat Boy Corey Huffnagel.
What up?
In the upper left corner, Jordan Balaseco, and my man down in Alabama, Tori Calhoun is here.
Tori.
Gentlemen, it was an interesting weekend of racing. From Stuart Friesen showing that he's got the guts and the determination to steer his way to the front, from Tyler Reddick going down. Hello, Terry. And Terry's comments are going to be multiple tonight because her husband, Mike, somehow can't get on to comment. So if you see comments from Terry, they might not always be from Terry. They're going to be from her husband, Mike, as well.
Yeah.
But yes, very sad. To Tyler Reddick going down and showing the Xfinity guys he's still got it down there, to perhaps the most boring all-star race in the history of all-star and races, all from the great state of Texas. Before that, you know the drill. Who's got news and notes?
All right. All right, so let's
Project 90. Oh, my bad, Corey. Sorry.
I was just gonna say there's not that many interesting big news out in the world right now, but
Project 91, a third track house racing car for anybody across the entire world that will be that could possibly race a part NASCAR. Is there anybody in particular you guys would like to see from the world of racing one race in a cup race? I say Lewis Hamilton. Let him give it a shot.
Me.
I like to see Joseph Newgarden.
Not a bad choice. Not a bad choice.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw out a name that we just talked to last week. I'm going to go with Tony Cosentino.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
Hey.
There's a kid who deserves a break. So why not let this be his break?
Right.
Hell, maybe you never know. They might throw a curveball and put Jimmy Johnson in the car.
Ooh. I like
Corey,
to see that.
did you invest in earbuds yet? Because your audio is rather low.
Yes, I do have earbuds, but I forgot to get them because I was in a little bit of a rush.
Dumbass.
Shut up. On that note, keep talking. I will be back.
All right, my man, he's going to actually do his job. Insofar as the news and notes, I really don't have anything. I do want to cover one thing before we talk about the All-Star race, and I made a couple of emails, and I asked the questions. because everybody's talking about Ryan Blaney dropping the window net and not being able to reconnect. And the answer I'm getting from journalists and friends that I have in NASCAR itself is that because it's a non-points race, there's no reason to call a violation. As much as I dislike that, that is the rules. That is what we have to deal with. If that were a week from now, or as we're talking on Wednesday, 4 days from now in Charlotte at the 600, he would be penalized immediately. But because it's a sanctioned, however, non-points race, they kind of gave him a little bit of slack because the yellow did come out when he was, and the quote that I got was 211 feet from the start-finish line. They weren't going to penalize him because he crossed. He didn't see the yellow. Of course, when you win, the window net goes down. Everybody's happy. Yay! I was sitting here, my sister and I are watching the race, and we're like, he dropped his window. He has to get that. He has to get that back on. I was verklempt, but I did do a little digging, and unfortunately, because it is a non-points race, but safety means nothing. Points or no points, I understand it, but I don't agree. I don't agree with it either. But at the same time, we have to go by the governing body. Much like in baseball, the umpire's rule is final. And then sometimes that you get 2 chances to go to video. In football, you get 9,622 chances to go to video. The call on the field stands. And that's what I think. Unfortunately, we have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Now, you guys saw it. What did you think when the yellow comes out 211 feet from him crossing that line? He drops the window net. The crew is embracing each other. Yay, we won! But we didn't win yet. What did you guys think? What did you see? Starting with Stat Boy.
See, what I kind of thought about it was that, the caution came out because, yes.
Thank you. I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Yes, I did invest in earbuds lately, and yeah, it's a good assessment. But anyways, the caution came out because the 47 car, was up on the outside wall, and then everybody else was just like, out of harm's way. So for me, I kind of thought, all right, so why would you put out the caution for that, when everybody avoided him? And see, I get the fact that NASCAR wanted a green flag finish. I get that. But the fact of the matter is, when Ryan Blaney was about 211 feet from the start finish line, what they should have done was they should have let Ryan Blaney cross the checkered flag and have everybody cross the checkered flag because, everybody was out of harm's way of the 47 and so forth. But the other part was, of course, when he crossed the start finish line, he thought he won the race and everybody thought the race was over. But guess what? The race wasn't over. And you also noticed that Ryan Blaney was holding the window net up. And that's when I kind of noticed, okay, NASCAR is going to have to make him come down pit road and, fix the window net. Because if he would have came down pit road to fix that window net, his race would have been over. But luckily, I think NASCAR said, okay, well, since it's the All-Star race and, I don't know, how NASCAR said, okay, we'll let you stay out on the track unless, you hold the window net or so forth, you'll just go for it and whatever. But and let me just say this. Imagine having that at every NASCAR race this year. Think of how much controversy that's going to bring.
Can you say all of it?
Yeah. I mean, imagine seeing that at every race this year. Oh, yeah, we would be talking about that a lot more than what we saw on Sunday night in the All-Star race.
I'll agree. Absolutely, yeah. 1,000%.
Right.
What bothers me is that it took so long for them to make their judgment. Yes, you can see in the replay, the light comes on for caution when he's, 3-4 car lengths away, 211 feet, according to their statistics.
Right.
And I don't know where Stenhouse was running at the time, nor do I care. But I have 3 questions. Was he out of harm's way? Much like there was a bender earlier in the race where somebody rolled low to the track. I think it was Bubba Wallace. He lost a tire.
Yeah.
He rolls low to the track. He gets below the line. Everything's good. it's the last lap. What do you expect to happen? And that's
Right.
my question going forward. I have others, but that's my main one. Is that if Stenhouse was out of the way and he wasn't a danger to the other drivers on the track, there is no reason to throw that yellow. Or you could throw the checkered and the yellow at the same time, letting them know, hey, you need to whoa your car up after you cross the line, because as you turn somewhere on the backstretch, Recky Spinhouse Jr. has broke his shit.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Jordan, what'd you see in that race as far as the oh, look, it's Puffball McGee.
Everybody say hi to Phil.
Hi, Phil.
What's up, Phil?
This is one of my favorite cats. I love him.
Did he just
Wow.
kiss the cat's ass?
No, I'm just kissing his back, but
Oh, okay, my bad.
I don't want to. I'm not gonna get too explicit on this, but everybody say hi to Phil as he's getting a little bit fetchy with me. So yeah,
That crazy Phil.
he hates it when he gets picked up most of the time. So
No, I think he just hates you.
Yeah, he hates me a lot more.
Honestly, I was working, so I didn't get to see any of the All-Star race, but I did see Denny Hamlin bitching and whining like always.
Yeah, I saw that, and I mean, of course, he's mad that because Ryan Blaney, won the race, and even though he had the window net up, trying to hold it up, but then yet again, like, what do you expect though?
I want you guys to think about this.
All right,
Texas Motor Speedway, I think the top speed is about $180, $185.
Yeah.
Now think about how hard that is to hold a window net up, drive the car, not wreck the car,
right,
maintain a lead,
mm-hmm.
and at the same time, at some point, you got to switch real quick if you have to downshift and then go back. And then you have to switch real quick to upshift and then go back. There's a lot of circumstances that I think I still think there are not people aren't looking at, including Denny Hamlin. However, I am going to say this. It's a fun race. It's the All-Star race. It was probably the most boring All-Star race of all time. Having said that, it's not for points. It's just for dough. So who cares? I agree with the comment earlier from Terry, and it is about safety. But again, that's NASCAR's call. Ultimately, I don't have to like every call on the football.
Thank you, Terry.
I don't have to like every call on the basketball court or the hockey rink or wherever. I just have to know that at the end of the day, no matter what I think, that is the call.
Yeah.
So, having said that, Corey, we have to talk about something off air later in regard to, or maybe Jordan, in regard to people commenting, because I'm getting text messages that a certain listener cannot comment. So I don't understand. I don't know. There's nobody on the block list, so I'm not sure what's going on, whether it's their phone or our thing here or what have you.
Yeah.
They want to comment, they can't comment. So that's that. We'll talk about that later.
All right.
All right. So any other news and norts? Listen to me.
Norts.
When 13 pounds of mulch nearly fall on you,
News
you
and
have a hard
norts.
day. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there for now.
Yeah. Connor Mostack will be making his NASCAR Xfinity debut on June 4th in Portland. The 23-year-old racer will drive the number 18 OpenEyes.net Toyota GR Supra.
Ooh, for Gibbs.
Mm-hmm. For
Nice.
those of you who are not familiar with him, he is a sports car racer for the Trans Am series.
Wow.
So that's going to be pretty cool to see him in Xfinity. And he's also driven the 23 for the Arca Menard series West series as well. So he's got some stock car on his back, but he mostly races in the Trans Am series. As a matter of fact, I can actually reach out to Connor tonight and see if he'd like to be a guest on the Speedway Review after his race at Portland to talk about his experience in Xfinity Series at Portland.
I'm
That
down.
could be cool, yeah. Absolutely.
Yep.
So, do we dive right in? Do we go into this now?
Well, I actually got one.
Oh, well, you both have one.
Wow. Go ahead,
I
Jordan.
got one more, but
No, go ahead.
and seven-time NASCAR Cup Series champion Jimmy Johnson will start 12th this Sunday in the Indianapolis 500. So all good luck to him. I hope he can pull it off.
I hope so too. He's actually my pick to win the Indy 500.
I think you're all ignorant,
You know?
and that's where I'm going to leave it.
You know, I'm a Helio Cashineva stan, but I'd like to see Jimmy Johnson pull it off.
I got one question before I pick any winner. Is Tony Kanaan running this Sunday?
He is.
Yes, he is.
That's my vote. That's my boy, Tony Kanaan.
Yep.
Oh, look
Yep,
at
he
this. Pink
Ooh.
lemonade drink.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Herm had something similar at dinner the other night. You should have seen it.
Mm.
It was pink, and from what he said, it was tasty.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if none of you listen to Dysfunction Junction, you're wrong. Get on it.
Yeah.
Corey, you had something for news and notes?
All right. So I did hear a little bit of a rumor that Chicagoland Speedway might be coming back on the schedule for next year. And from what I heard is that I guess Phoenix might be having only one race next year in order for Chicago to be on the schedule for next year. And also rumors are saying that Chicago might be on the schedule for August of 2023. So it's rumored right now, but it's not official as of yet. So
Stop taking races away from good tracks. Phoenix, Dover, Darlington, over the years, all the good tracks have gotten the shaft. Take it away from Pocono. Pocono sucks.
Here's my honest opinion. To backtrack on what huge oh God, Chris, your name.
Huge what?
Go ahead, say it.
Say this
out loud.
Huge erection.
There you go. Move on.
Oh shit.
I say this. Take away Texas. That track completely sucks ass.
Wrong. It sucks for the All-Star race. It is good for everything else.
I mean,
unless they reconfigure Texas.
Well,
how are you gonna they just reconfigured it. What are you gonna do?
Well, I mean, what
are you gonna do?
Well, they reconfigured most of like turns 1 and 2, and I'm hoping that they could do the same thing like Atlanta. I mean, what it needs is to get rid of that PJ1 off the turns and just put it back to the way it was. Just have it pure asphalt, because that PJ1 slows them down. You know what? That's for later.
All right, here's what I'm gonna say. The first ever All-Star race was at Atlanta, and then thank you. Texas doesn't suck. Thank you, Caden.
All right,
you just won the internet.
I'll give
They had
them
the
credit
first
on that.
ever All-Star race in Atlanta. They moved it to Charlotte. It's been in Charlotte for 266 years.
Yeah.
Then COVID. So we got to move shit around, right? So we're going to move it to Bristol. People crabbed about Bristol. So we're going to move it to Texas. The thinking is we're going to move it around every 2-3 years to different tracks. They moved it to Texas. The first All-Star race, nobody cried. This All-Star race, people are losing their shit, and so am I, because it was a tad bit boring, other than the crash we're going to talk about in a little while.
Yeah.
When are people just going to be okay with the fact that they're trying? They really are. NASCAR is trying to make all of us happy. And the more you cry and you whine and you bitch and complain, you're not doing anything of note. So, again, I'm going to throw this challenge out there. If you think you can do better, go to NASCAR.com, scroll all the way to the bottom of the page. You'll see a little click that says careers. Click on that link, get your ass a job, and get out there. Because until then, much like us, and look, we're not experts, but you're not adding anything. You're just bitching. That's it. Stop bitching. I mean, Christ, Tori gets it. Why doesn't everybody else?
I have the choice whether to, when I'm not working, I have the choice whether to watch it or not watch it. And if I have the chance to, I watch, because I love the fucking sport. We don't get what we want all the time. We don't get what we want some of the time. But damn it, there's cars racing. There's drivers trying to win. Come on now, man. Isn't that what it's all about?
Why?
Isn't that what it's all about?
No, go ahead, Tori, finish.
No, I'm reading.
You can read?
But yeah, yes, I can read, man. It's my right as an American and a Southern American at that. But
Who's
anyway,
Jimmy Johnson?
bro, but hold on.
Oh, he just went. The trucks are going by.
Yeah. But yeah, man, just sit, like you said, bro, either apply for the job or just sit back and enjoy the sport. Because at least they're still doing the sport. It's not like it was in COVID where the fans wasn't there and all that other shit. We have somewhat almost close to the norm back in racing, man. Just enjoy it while we fucking got it, you know?
Exactly. And look, I know I said a couple weeks ago, let's keep the cussing to the minimum, but I'm going with Tori on this one. This way, right? Yes, I'm going with Tori on this one. Stop bitching. You know, you can't make a difference from your couch. You can write to NASCAR. You can write to anybody you want, the teams, the this, the that. Bruton Smith, if you go to Bruton Smith's website, his email is right there. He owns like half the tracks on the fucking circuit. This is the time where you put hustle behind your muscle, or you put your money where your mouth is in some cases. And look, at the end of the day, I'll complain about it a little bit, but I'm not screaming for Texas to be taken off the schedule. I scream about Pocono, but I think that, you know, when you watch Pocono every year, and look, Tori's, Jordan's, what's your name again, kid? Uncle Chuck. Uncle Chuck's losing his mind right there, because every year, with the exception of like one or two races, Pocono is like watching grass grow. It sucks. I just don't watch Pocono. And if I do, I know what to expect. It's kind of like watching a romantic comedy if you're a man. If you're a man and you watch, say, 50 First Dates, you already know this is going to suck. I'm just doing this for my old lady. I'm kind of making her happy, so she'll watch Rambo next week.
Rambo.
But you do the right thing, and if you're a NASCAR fan and you're like us and you watch every freaking race that comes along, you're going to watch the races. Complaining does nothing, especially from your couch. You want to make a difference? Start that letter writing campaign. Get your friends behind it. Get your racing friends behind it and make a difference, because talking about it in your living room, nobody's going to hear it unless, of course, you're watching with me and Terry, because Fox has us mic'd. Every time we say we need a caution, somebody crashes, and I can get up and get a beer.
It's true.
And it is true. I texted Corey one time, I'm asking for a caution. Watch this. 2 laps later, caution. I'm like, beer time. Got to go.
Yeah.
Seriously, if you don't like what you're watching, move on to tennis, because I'm not in a position where I want to hear this crap anymore. And it mostly comes from our friends at the NASCAR racing community,
which I have left.
I'm about 6 inches away from doing that.
So, Chris, no, the only reason why I left that NASCAR community because they was pissing me off in regards to Haley Deegan saying that she faked her stalker and that she just stopped whining like a little bitch and just race and don't worry about who chases after her and her boyfriend. And I'm just like, excuse me, I didn't put any comments in. I just went up there and hit remove myself because I'm tired of those ignorant assholes in that group.
Let me see if I got this right. A police report, investigation. It's not Jussie Smollett or Smollett, depending on, I think it's French, Jussie Smollett. This isn't anything like that. There's actually an active investigation. It's gonna turn out fruit. And she is, look, I'm an older guy, but she is a good-looking young woman. I can understand if she has a stalker. Taylor Swift has a stalker every 35 days.
And she makes an album about it every time.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you, Tori.
And on top of that, they tried to say that she faked the police report.
If she did, she'd be in jail. You know,
exactly.
Like Jussie Smollett.
Jussie Souffle.
Don't get me started. I don't want to go socio-political. I made you guys promise. Anyway,
real quick, Chris.
Please.
What is it? I can't say. Is it the F-bombs, man? Because I can censor myself.
What is it you can't say?
The F-bomb. You know, I heard
this week it's all good. We're trying to cut down because, like you said a couple weeks ago, Tori, if somebody sees us and wants to pick us up and all that mess, we really got to put down. This week, not the week. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Hey, what were you guys talking about? Because I want to put my input on it about a caution flag 200 something feet before the finish line.
All right, let me walk you back.
Oh
Last
no, just give me a 30-second recap.
Sure. Last lap, all-star race. Ryan Blaney is 211 feet from the finish line. A car wrecks somewhere way in the back. It's Recky Spinhouse Jr., no big freaking surprise. And the caution comes out like seriously. And the way that car is moving, it's like half second. 211 feet, according to the official documentation. And they threw the caution. He crosses the finish line. He sees the checkered flag. He thinks he's won. Drops the window net. And they say, race isn't over. You got to hook that back up. Now you have a wheel in one hand, a shifter in the other. How in the ever-loving cripes are you going to put that thing back up by yourself? There is a big, beefy dude, probably about your size, bro, that puts that on at the beginning of the race. That has to be tight. It is a safety concern. But again, if this were a points race, no big deal. It's an exhibition. It's for $1 million. I can understand Denny Hamlin being upset, but at the same time, you're not losing anything, Denny, other than a paycheck.
Okay, let me just throw my little, as we say in the hood, 2 cents. Okay, right. Terry, you guys don't get upset with me. I'm not one of those people who just complain. But that right there should be looked at, and there should be a rule about that, because if the wreckage is not affecting the top contenders for that race, the hell with it. Yeah, throw the caution out. But once that person crosses the finish line, that should be it, man. Like, it's not affecting everybody else. Now, I'm not saying a wreck isn't important, because every athlete needs to be protected. I understand that. But I'm just saying, as far as the end result of the race, it did not affect the end result. So therefore, it should not have mattered. That person should have won the race regardless.
Absolutely. I'm with you on that one.
Right, because the rule is next flag wins the race, whether it's the caution or the checkers.
That's
checkers
true.
Won the race.
But you did hear if you watch the race that they want a green flag finish. Those were the rules that were set before the race.
You're right.
So we kind of have to play by the rules that are in front of us. My issue is that 211 feet. And we're already a half hour in. We haven't touched the truck race or the Xfinity race or the All-Star. Other than this,
That's okay.
Are you going to get hit with a wooden spoon tonight?
Nah.
A lead pipe?
No.
Something's going to happen.
Is that sweet tea or lemon tea?
It's a sweet tea.
My man. All right, you're off the hook. All right. So, look, we can beat on this all day long. NASCAR made their decision based on the rules set in front of them. Do I have to like it? No. Do you three have to like it? No. Do any of you out there have to like it? No. There's a Golden Banana restaurant somewhere in San Francisco, California. If I ever go to San Francisco, I'll go there, Chris. All right, Caleb, hold on. I got something for you, my man. From my field trip, Tori, pay attention. From my field trip, I got my Golden Banana T-shirt.
My man.
And
way to go for spreading that advertising out, my man. I love that.
Let me take 3 minutes out of this broadcast to say this. Myself, Herm, Mrs. Herm had a great time coming up there. Dinner was great. Went to the club, really relaxed, had a great time. We're actually in contact with the general manager, Paulie, to come up there and do a podcast from the Golden. Oh, another cat. That's not Phil.
No.
We're on the hook to come up there hopefully another time. It was a really good time. I'm still trying to figure out why there's Cheez-Its in the bathroom.
To be honest, I really don't know. But then yet again, thank you guys for coming up and enjoying the night with me. I really appreciate it that much. And hey, the next time you come up, you'll get Nicole.
Nicole.
Yeah. And hey, let me just tell you this, and I'm gonna go off script here for a minute.
Here we go.
I actually had her.
No, you did not. You had her dance for you.
Yes.
Stop using fake English.
Okay, I had her as a dance with me, right?
Okay,
I had her as a dance with me, right? But I'll tell you this right now, there was some wild stuff. I'm gonna leave it to you at that, but that's something that you're going to have to witness when you have her the next time you come up. But I've had it as a dance many times before. Yes, I kind of said that correctly, but yeah, it was wild stuff. But I will tell you this: it was a fun night, and yeah, and I will say that it was a great night, and I will say some of the girls, they were pretty cute. I was keeping my eye on them all night, but that was pretty funny. And oh my goodness, is that Cletus?
Hi.
Is that him? Oh my goodness, Cletus is here.
Prevert. Stop talking about booby dancers, especially when my pregnant sister wife is a booby dancer. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm done. I'm leaving in a minute. I ain't taking no questions.
Oh, come on, Cletus. Come join us.
I ain't having cancer patient Jones talk to me. I ain't having the medium show talk to me. And especially you, Prevert, I ain't having it. I'm just letting you know, do not talk about booby dancers when my sister wife is a booby dancer. Thank you very much. I got to go.
He said boob.
Damn, I'm gone for like 2 seconds. And I come
Cletus
back
made a short appearance. Holy crap. I could not even believe that. But
hey, according to his sister wife, a short appearance is all he can do.
Yeah. But other than that, Saturday night was pretty fun. And Chris, I like what you said. I like what you said in the text. What was it? Like, I think it was like Saturday night, like early Sunday morning, like you were bananaed out.
I was, dude.
Dude, that's a good quote. I love that.
Got back home. You have. I wasn't driving, thankfully.
Oh yeah.
Not that I got wrecked. I didn't. I had a good amount of beers. I was still coherent and spoke English. I wasn't full Ozzy Osbourne. And we stopped off. We got some sodas. We drove home, and I'm about 2 Coca-Colas in. Checked myself at the door. I'm like, okay, I can drive home. Drove home. The minute I walked through the door, my body said, dude, go to bed. I was like, I got to make this Facebook post. I'm bananaed out.
But the question is,
I saw that and I died.
I figured you would.
The question is, you got home at 2 a.m. in the morning. Was it worth it?
Yeah. If you listen to Dysfunction Junction, which you did not, you'll hear what...
Which I will.
You'll hear what Herm and I had to say about DB's Golden Banana right there in Peabody, Massachusetts. Let me do this one more time so we can talk about racing finally. And I had fun. I still want to know. I've been to strip clubs. You have candy, mints, cologne in the bathroom. I want to know why there's Cheez-Its.
I don't know. That's a $1 million question.
If I get the answer, do I get the $1 million?
Maybe. I mean, well, if you do get the answer, you'll get Nicole the next time you come up. So.
Nicole.
Yeah, she was pretty. And let me tell you, when you have her, you better buckle up.
Hey.
Okay. Yes, I'm going to censor myself on that one.
When she dances for me.
Well, okay, when she dances for you, be sure to buckle up because it was a wild ride when she danced for me.
Thank you, Tori. I have a problem spending $60 for a chick to grind on me for 15 minutes.
And that's okay. Well,
I'd rather go to the cage and do it for $10, and she's hanging all her gimmicks right there.
Hey, you do what you got to do. I ain't judging you on this. And besides, it was your first time being at the club, and you don't
pay rent either. You don't. Jesus. I have to think globally, not locally.
Well, yeah. I mean, dude, all you can just do is just sit down, just hang out, just have a good time. That's
I did. I sat down. Yeah. I hung out.
Did you have a good time though?
I was in front of that cage, Nicole.
Oh, I saw you at that cage, and let me tell you, you were pretty happy over there. You know?
Would I put my net down too soon for that $1 million? Oh, you know what, Terry? Right. If Corey's paying, yes. If I'm racing, no. Good question. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that is a good question, by the way.
Ooh. All right, you want to talk about truck racing?
All right, let's do it.
All right, so I did not see the truck race. I went out and saw.
I did.
I did too. Hung out with a friend real quick, and free mozzarella sticks are never bad. So I'm watching the screen, and I saw Christian Eckes was leading, and then the next thing you know, I'm driving home, and Corey is texting me saying, Stuart Friesen won the race. What? Corey, tell the story. Tell me what happened.
All right, so we were. All right, so basically we were at the 2 laps ago. So Stuart Friesen and Christian Eckes, they were side by side. So here we are. We're coming down the backstretch right here. So here we are. We're coming down side by side, and I thought this was going to come down between the 98 and the 52. And you see here, they make slight contact. And coming out of turn 4, we get the white flag. We're still side by side, and this is the part where I thought it was going to be a photo finish coming at the end. Here we are. So now Eckes has a little bit of advantage by about a foot. And you see right here going into turns 1 and 2. This is where Stuart Friesen takes the lead. And then right when he takes the lead, didn't look back, and he just hung on and ended up winning the race. And by gosh, I was actually surprised on how well that 52 truck ran, especially the fact that, we were on a mile and a half. Because for me, I thought the only time we see Stuart Friesen, ever like dominate or ever like run up at the front is either at a dirt race or on a short track or whatever. I mean, hell, the kid only won like 2 races like 3 years ago. I mean, he won at Eldora, won at Phoenix, and then now he wins on a mile and a half racetrack. And I thought, man, this 52 truck, this could be a one to watch this year, because just let's remember, they have their own equipment and they run like out of shop. So it took them like about 2 years to get to where they are now. But now that they have that win under their belt, I wouldn't be surprised if this team would be a championship contender come November.
Before I go to Jordan, I just want to remind you that every time somebody wins, you say this might be one to watch. So how many one to watches are we getting this year?
All right. So for Stuart Friesen, I'm going to say he gets 3 wins.
Okay. Rock and roll. So he might actually be one to watch. Jordan says 2. I want to hear what he has to say. And he's frozen. Oh, there he is.
Oh, he's unfrozen. Never mind.
I am unfrozen. But I have to say, now, I did watch the truck race for the first time in who knows how long, because I happened to have the day off. That's a very rarity for me. So, honestly, it was a fantastic race. But I tell you what, I was pushing so hard for Eckes. I'm like, you got this, man. You got this. And I'm like, son of a bitch. Okay, we'll go. I was like, okay, freaking Stuart. I was like, Fraser, stay away. So, I'll take that. That was good. Of course, you know me. I enjoy a good race when I see one. And that, my friend, that was a heck of a race. That finish was amazing. That last 2 laps was beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah, well, when I watched the greatest hits highlights, I couldn't agree more. The move that Friesen made and just the tight racing that they did, absolutely fantastic.
And if you think about it, that 52 truck, he was hanging in like the top 5 like most of the night. So, which I was actually very surprised at too. So
absolutely. And dare I ask the question? Oh, wait, he's dealing with customers. Here comes his hookup. Big Papa Tori is your hookup. Holler.
Yeah.
Hear me.
Tori. Yeah.
He's like, I don't want to hear from these white guys anymore.
Oh my God.
They're about ready to drive me nuts.
Oh, Jesus. No, not Tori.
No,
my
not
man.
Tori at all.
My man.
Whoa. I heard my name. What just happened?
Just want to know, did you watch a truck race?
Of course not. I was at work.
All right, my man. Just wanted to collect our thoughts. Make sure
I thought it was some controversy.
There was no real controversy in this race.
Yeah.
All right, so at the end of the day, Stuart Friesen was your winner. Christian Eckes was second. Ryan Preece was third. Carson Hocevar fourth. Ty Majeski rounds out your top 5. John Hunter Nemechek was 6th. Corey Heim was 7th. Chandler Smith was 8th. Matt Crafton 9th. And Matt DiBenedetto comes home with another top 10 in 10th place. Your other notables, Ross Chastain finished 41st. He was 41, the truck. He finished 12th. Todd Bodine was 13th.
Yeah.
Let's look down. Jack Wood was 16th. Haley Deegan 17th. Timmy Hill was 20th. Let's go down. Tanner Gray was 24th. Ben Rhodes with a disappointing finish in 27th. Spencer Boyd, 28th. We're not even going to talk about 30th because that's the worst name in racing.
Of course.
Zane Smith, who's been on a hot streak, comes in 32nd. Tyler Ankrum, 33rd. And all the way down, disappointing for this kid because I really like him, in the Jeff Green position, 36th was Derek Kraus. I did not watch the race, but I have a happy and a sad. So we'll start with Corey. Give me your happy and sad for this race.
Well, as I'm going to pull up the results right here. So my happy.
Just read the results.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jordan. I saw the short bus pull up. I didn't know it was your ride.
Shut up. Anyways, all right. So my happy, I'm going to go with the winner of the race. I'm going with Stuart Friesen, which I'm very happy, of course. And, he's my favorite, in the truck series. And definitely like him whenever he runs on dirt or whatever. But I loved seeing him win and so forth. And my sad, I'm going to have to go with Zane Smith. I was really hoping he was going to run top 5 most of the night. And the fact that he won Kansas in dominant fashion, I thought he was going to be, the one to win the race. But, of course, he ends up finishing 32nd. Just didn't have the good performance at the end. So,
Jordan, before I go into my happy and sad, can you pull up the comment from Polar Knights? I really need to know. What is the perfect evolution of beard growth? You have to tell me because this guy up here looks like he's on chemo. The guy ahead of me sometimes looks as if he wants to grow a beard or he doesn't. But Tori, on the other hand, an amazing beard. And me, I just have the chin biscuit going. So Polar Knights, you gotta help this out. Hello,
check out my
hey, Zach.
Check out my boy John Curry's beard though.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey.
That's how we roll down here.
Are you sure that wasn't Mick Foley?
Ooh.
Mick Foley.
Nick
That was
Foley.
Braun Strowman.
Let me find out John's really Mick Foley on the down low. I'm gonna get pissed like hell. Where my tickets been?
Right? That's Braun Strowman. A monster among men.
You mean Titus?
All right. So
anyway,
my happy is going to go with Ryan Preece. Third place finish, really good run for him, and moving on up like George and Wheezy when it comes to Truck Series racing. And my sad is going to go to Christian Eckes. I really want him to win that race. A second place finish is awesome, but he had the truck to do it, and unfortunately, he didn't. So we're going to move to Jordan.
All right. My happy has to be Stuart Friesen winning the race. Good job, my friend. And my sad has to be for that 12th place finish of Ross Chastain because after the race, he fainted on pit road after he got out of the truck.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And it was dehydration. So I would say sad for Haley Deegan, but she's doing good, so there's no need for sad on that one.
She's moving. She's moving in the right direction. As long as she doesn't get caught, as long as she doesn't get caught in stupid stuff, she'll be fine. Now, I'd like to go to Tori, but it looks like oh wait, the truck's going by.
No, I have my phone sitting on the table. All you can see is the top part of my hat because I'm sitting back, chilling, listening to my boys, jumping in when there's no cars or anything around. But I have neither nor for this race right here. So I'm sorry, you guys. Corey knows I am feeling better. Okay.
Understood.
Yeah, good. Way to go, Zach. We love
Glad
you, buddy.
you're feeling better, Zach.
Okay, stop. Time out. Offsides clipping. He's feeling like $100.
Yeah. Well, let me just explain this story to you guys. So he called me on Thursday and he told me that he tested positive for COVID and his symptoms weren't really like that bad. I mean, I know he got like the 3 shots and everything. And then I guess he called me on Saturday or I think it was like Sunday or something. I guess he told me like he was feeling good. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm not a doctor and I'm not Dr. Oz and I don't want to like go through like all the medical stuff and everything else. But
he ain't a real doctor.
So he's
doctor.
He's feeling fine and he's doing good and I've been talking to him the last few days and he's feeling fine, he's sounding fine and he's good. So
all right. Well, I hope you feel like $1,000 next week. And by the time New Hampshire rolls around, Zach, I want you feeling like $1 million.
Oh, he'll be fine by then.
Good. Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Now,
let's hope.
we move on We go to the Xfinity race, another race I didn't get to see because I was in the dysfunction bus headed for DB's Golden Banana. And Tyler Reddick comes back down to the Xfinity Series and says, boys, this is how you do it. Wins the race. Again, when I watched the 2 minutes of greatest hits highlights, looked like Reddick had a really good car. Started second, finished strong, obviously in first. Let me stop here. I've always had a problem with Cup champions going down to the Xfinity Series, but looking at the, you had Tyler Reddick, you had William Byron, you had others. They haven't won a championship yet. Let them go down and have some fun on the Xfinity Series. That's all I'm saying.
And also
time out, offsides clipping. Herm just heard from Paulie. I'm getting further word as we go along.
Oh, shit. Oh, wow. Okay. So I can't wait to hear the details on that one. But anyways, so Tyler Reddick ends up winning the race on Saturday. And not to mention, this is also the very first win for Big Machine Racing, because I think this is their first or second year in the sport. And watching this, it kind of reminded me, if you guys remember back in California when Cole Custer wins the Xfinity race. So that was the very first win for SS Greenlight Racing, and of course with Bobby Daughter, the team owner and stuff. So I have a kind of a natch of, with these Cup guys that are going to be helping out with these up and coming teams and then end up winning the race. I mean, think about it. We saw that with Custer, and we just saw that with Tyler Reddick with Big Machine Racing on Saturday. So I have a feeling, we might see more of that, in the Xfinity Series this year, depending on, which Cup guy, that has the Xfinity experience, drive the car and end up winning. And of course, with Tyler Reddick, of course, being a two-time Xfinity champion and of course winning the race, I was okay with it. And of course, not to mention, I was also happy that Big Machine, gets their first win, as a team. So
no, absolutely. And again, if you're going to go down, they used to call them bushwhackers back in the day. The Cup guys that went down to the Busch Series and won all the races, mostly Mark Martin, but
yeah,
never a Cup champion. So it's all good. When a Reddick or a William Byron or someone of that ilk, and I'm gonna draw a line in the sand. If you've won a Cup Series championship, stay the hell out of the lower series. You've won on the highest level there is. Beating a bunch of kids that are trying to come up, you're not awesome. Which is why when somebody says Kyle Busch is the winningest driver, I'm like, against what? Against people that are not as good as you? People that don't have your talent or your equipment or your money or your this or your that? Kyle Busch.
Chris, that's like back in middle school. That's like varsity bragging on we just beat the C team in scrimmage. Really?
All right. Years before he won the Cup championship, a friend of mine who worked for NASCAR called me and says, "How do you feel about Kevin Harvick's second at the time nationwide before that Busch Series championship?" And I said, "It's fine. Go down there. You're doing double duty. You're wheeling, kid." But when he wins a championship, and he will, and I was right, he won one in 2014. Stop. Just stop. That's why you didn't see Earnhardt or Wallace or Dale Jarrett or a lot of guys go down and try to just get track time and collect a payday. Use your freaking skill instead of going down there and taking opportunity away from these kids.
Yeah.
See,
Tori agrees. I don't know why everybody else doesn't.
See, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Hold on. Truck pass.
Agreed. Like, you don't see Austin Cindric running any more Xfinity races since he won that Xfinity Series championship.
Correct. And but Austin Cindric going down wouldn't be a bad thing. When he asked me that question, and Corey, when was Harvick's second Busch Series championship?
2006.
Okay, so the question was, what do you feel about this? I'm like, I don't have a problem with it. He hasn't won a championship. This isn't like Derek Jeter going to Columbus back at the time and helping them win a championship in AAA. you're not seeing Manny Ramirez go to Pawtucket and helping them win a championship. You've
Right.
won on the highest level. It's over. Pro skater Rick McCrank, whatever, has 1 season and 10 episodes of the season. Carolina Speedway, North. So, okay, thank you, Caleb. Appreciate that. And I love the fact that Cletus is in your picture.
Yeah. My man.
And, oh, my Lord. Thank you, Caleb. That's another show for another time. Look, I'm okay with Reddick. I'm okay with Byron. I'm okay with Bowman. I'd be okay with 90% of our field on the Cup Series going down and having some fun. They haven't won the championship. But when you do, stop. It's over. The dream is over. Knock it off. Tori, make your point, please.
Let me ask you a question. Now, I'm not saying that this is actually how it is, but do you think that like Xfinity asked these? Now, I'm not. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't say that was devil's advocate. But do you think Xfinity asked these guys to come down just to bring fanfare, bring in a much larger crowd or something of that nature? Because Chris, we are agreeing with each other, brother. Because like that would be like if it were possible, Tom Brady after he won a Super Bowl, you know what? Let me go play for Michigan again and see what I can do for them. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I understand what you're saying.
absolutely. Absolutely. Would you want to see? And I'm just throwing this out there because there's really no minor league for NFL. But, we mentioned Tom Brady. Let's forget Tom Brady for half a second. Who is the best quarterback other than Tom Brady right now around the room?
Right now, or
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. Okay, good.
Are you fucking? I'm sorry.
Everybody's got an opinion. Come on now.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
all right.
I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. I'm probably gonna go down the same route. I'm gonna go with Aaron Rodgers as well.
Okay. Would you want to see? All right. No, I got to hear what Tori has to say. Tori, who's the best quarterback not named Tom Brady right now?
This is my last day on the Speedway review. I feel that I have been bullied out by the responses, and I was joking. Right now, I'm just joking. Right now in the NFL, the best quarterback, honestly, to me, is It's damn train Pat Mahomes.
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
I'm
no
going with
bullshit. Yeah, Matthew Stafford.
Okay.
No bullshit. And it's
Okay.
not because he won the Super Bowl. It's not because he won the Super Bowl.
Now picture this. If we'll go with Matthew Stafford. If Matthew Stafford decided to go right now to the USFL and play with the New Jersey Generals, it throws a monkey wrench into the entire thing.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Stop going beneath your talent level. And I'm not saying the Xfinity guys or the truck guys or the ARCA guys or girls are less than Cup, but you're working your way up. And if you're one of the elder statesmen, you're working your way down. But stop taking
Chris,
opportunity.
Jordan,
go ahead, my man.
I got something that'll make us famous. They're going to give us our own show. How about this right here? How about at the end of the season, after the championships have been won, damn cars, let's have the top 10 from the Cup, top 10 from Xfinity, one track. Let's go.
Ooh.
Let's go.
May the best driver win. That's fantastic.
I'm telling you.
Wow. All right. So
just for shits and giggles, top 5 from the Truck Series. Get your ass in the car.
There you go. Around the room, who watched the race and what did you see? Because I didn't watch it.
Well, it was boring and it was shitty. Too many wrecks, and Noah Gragson got fucked over.
Okay, fair enough. Noah Gragson, whatever, but hey, he's wearing a Cindric shirt. How much can you take him seriously?
Hey, I'm a Josh Berry fan in the Xfinity Series. Okay,
I got you, bro. I got you. Corey, you were already on the road when this happened. Is that correct?
Actually, I watched the race and I probably left like after the race was over, so it got over on time, and I actually left like probably around like 5 o'clock. I hit a little bit of traffic, but not like too bad. But
was it with the race, asshole? Was it worth it?
I will say the race was all right. I mean, we did have a lot of cautions at the end, but I will say, I would say it was a decent race. I mean, even though I'm not a fan of Cup guys going down to the lower divisions, and I've said this before, I may not like it, but I have to accept it. But hey, I mean, at least you're not going to see like Kyle Busch or anybody, that's won an Xfinity championship and then has won like multiple championships in whatever series it is. But hey, I'm just a fan of, any of the regulars, that win a race and then win the championship. That's all I really want to see, because I really want to see like many different winners, in the Xfinity series and the truck series, you name it. So, but no, I thought the Xfinity race was good.
Anytime you get multiple winners like we did last year and like we're looking for this year on all the different 3 top series, it's amazing. It's awesome. So right. Let's roll it down. Tyler Reddick wheels home in first. William Byron, the heir apparent to Kevin Harvick, by the way, was in second. Sam Mayer was third. Justin Allgaier fourth. And Austin Hill was your 5th place finish. Ryan Truex was 6th. Josh Berry 7th. Riley Herbst was 8th. The Dinger, AJ Allmendinger, was 9th. And Landon Castle landed in 10th. Your other notables, Daniel Hemrick 11th. Ty Gibbs was 12th. BFJ did not have a good day. He finished 14th. Going down the list, Jeffrey Earnhardt, 19th. Our man Josh Williams was 20th. Myatt Snyder was 22nd. Sheldon Creed, remind me from my Sheldon Creed question, finished 26th. Brett Moffitt, 29th. Anthony Alfredo, 32nd. Jesse Iwuji, 34th. Noah Gragson, 36th. And all the way down in the Jeff Green position in 38th was Ryan Vargas. Did Sheldon Creed move up too soon?
I'd say I'm kind of 50-50 on that.
Oh, I'm like 80-20. I think he did. I think he's having a hard time getting used to this car. And I know your job is to get in there, wheel, drive fast, etc., so forth. But are you watching a Kiss video? Because I just saw the horns and the tongue. What are you doing?
Oh, no. It's a Dynamite just came on. So I'm with you guys and watching Dynamite. It's the 3rd year anniversary.
Oh, yay. Shitty wrestling on Wednesday night. Yay. Horse shit. Anyway.
Huge match.
Creed came up too soon. He just won the Truck Series Championship. They're going to move him up. Yada, yada, yada. He's not ready. I truly believe he's not ready. Corey, what do you think?
Honestly, I'm probably going to say I'm 50-50 on this one, but I mean, you talk about Richard Childress Racing. I mean, they are a good Xfinity team, but I mean, to me, like I'm kind of disappointed on how he's running right now, but I mean, he's racked up a few top 10s, which is good. But the thing is, though, is that he's just not closing the deal. So I would probably say maybe give him until like July, maybe September, like right before the playoff starts and see where that 2 car is. But I really hope, I'm honestly hoping, he can win a race soon, and let's be honest. I mean, I loved Sheldon Creed when he was in the Truck Series, and I liked Sheldon Creed when he went to Richard Childress. I mean, come on. I mean, I can't I mean, I really want to see this team win. So
that was my dude.
We got
right there, guys.
And Miss Smith.
Right there,
yeah.
guys.
Who is that?
Right there.
Emmett Smith.
With the sunglasses.
Never heard of him.
Behind Emmett Smith, right here. There's our
Never
brother
heard of
John.
him.
Oh, he's that guy that played for that team.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
Hey,
John.
is that?
There's
Oh, Ted
DT.
John. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's a Steelers
Emmett
fan, so it's kind of awkward for him. But I
Yeah.
have some update on Jesse Uigi's brother's kidnapper. He has been arrested and charged.
Good.
Yeah, good.
Good.
Put him in jail.
So now that we go to our happies and sads, I watch a truck race, missed the first stage. I even missed the Xfinity race and watch All-Star race, stream the All-Star race for my mom on Twitch since her cable is not working. Well, Caleb, you're a good guy. Thank you very much. And stop putting Cletus in your profile picture.
That's a good son right there.
Cletus is going to get a big head. It's over. Just let it go.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So we may as well do happy and sad. I'll lead off. I'm going to give my happy to Sam Mayer. You're running against Cup guys. You finished third behind 2 of what I consider the 2 good young guns, William Byron and Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick, of course, being a 2-time series champion. Good job by Sam Mayer. My sad, as much as I'm really not a fan of his, I'm going to go with Noah Gragson. The accident took him out. He was the pole sitter. He was, primed to have a good day, and unfortunately, his day got shot.
Dang, that's up.
Who wants to go? Because I can't.
All
I can't
right.
get my fingers.
I'm gonna do mine real quick. My happy and sad are the same thing, and honestly, for Sam Mayer, good run for that one team, and especially finishing third, and then of course, with Gregson, sucks that he ended up crashing. So, but yeah.
So you're happy and you're sad. Is Sam Mayer?
No, my happy Sam Mayer, and my sad's Gregson. So,
All right, fair enough.
My I don't have a excuse me, I don't have a happy because the moment I turned to the Xfinity race, Ty Gibbs was involved in the wreck.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like seriously, the moment I turned, I was like, "Are you serious?"
He finished 12th, man. Come on now.
But he was strong though. He was strong.
Oh.
It's strong.
All right.
But it's okay. It's racing though, brother. It's racing. So it's all
I
good.
got you. All right, Jordan, you're on the hook.
Oh Lord, my happy has to be Justin Allgaier with a 4th place finish, and my sad has to be all the way down in the 32nd position, Anthony Alfredo Sauce.
Yeah, I'm a little bummed out because, as you guys know, he's a local boy to us here in Connecticut or even Massachusetts. I'm waiting for Chicken Alfredo Fast Pasta Jones to light the world on fire, and he's had some good runs, but unfortunately, he just hasn't turned it around, and that's right. So while we wait for our man to get beaten, to get his whooping, see, I just like making Tori pop every time. While we wait for Jordan to get his ass whooped, we're gonna say the All-Star race sucked balls. And I say that without fear because other than the Larson crash and the Chastain, Kyle Busch, and Chase Elliott bit, this race, if you were out front, you were gone. All the action happened like from 5th on back, moving and shaking and trying to get position. If you got that clean air at Texas, you were gone. And it sucked to watch because once somebody got a good advantage, we were basically watching the crawler from 5th on back. This was terrible. And, I don't know. This was, you know what? If they put the All-Star race at Pocono, it could suck worse.
Oh, my goodness.
Honestly, that's the only way this All-Star race could suck worse. Bristol, I didn't like the under lights.
Yeah, the underglow lights, I thought that was over the top. So,
but I love Bristol. I actually enjoyed the Coliseum.
Yeah,
I enjoy good, hard, fast racing. This was trash. But you know what you didn't see me do? You didn't see me go to all the forums and go, "Oh my God, I'm smarter than NASCAR and all this bullshit." No, what I did was had the conversation with the person I was watching the race with, and I let it go until tonight. Do you know why? Because I'm an adult human being.
Right.
Unfreaking believable. So we may as well cover the elephant in the room, the crash.
Yep.
Kyle Busch blows the tire. He goes to the low side rather quickly. Ross Chastain goes Dukes of Hazzard 2 wheels after hitting him. As that happens, he spins out. He has no control. He takes out the 9 of Chase Elliott. The most exciting moment of that race, other than the window net. And to hear those 3 people talk in the infield care center was the difference between 2 grown adults and Kyle Busch.
Yeah.
Because they go to Chastain first. Ross, what happened? Oh, the 18 went low and my spotter said, pick your line. I picked my line. Unfortunately, I hit him and, then I spun out of control. I took out the 9. I'm sorry. They go to Elliott. Chase, what'd you think? Oh, I picked my line. I went high, and the one had nowhere to go. He couldn't control his car. He took me out. All's good. Let's go to Kyle Busch. Oh, my God. If there's a bigger petulant child, I'll never know. And if you really want to hear what I have to say about this, go to Dysfunction Junction this week. The show's up right now, wherever you steal your favorite podcast from. What I'm going to say is Kyle Busch either needs A, therapy, or B, me to put my foot in his ass because he acts worse than my 14-year-old when she doesn't get her way.
Oh, Jesus.
And that's saying something because Emma's not really petulant, but I'm going to say this. When Emma gets shit-ass focused, I may as well just go upstairs and drink cyanide because I'm not going to win. And that's Kyle Busch.
Mm-hmm.
He's that guy. He can't take it if he doesn't win. He cries the blues, and that's all I'm going to say about it. Can you bring up Terry's comment, please? Because I need the world to see it. Right there at the bottom, you can see it. The All-Star did suck.
Yeah.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Mm-hmm.
So, basically, other than Larson's crash and the 3-car melee between Chastain, Kyle Busch, and Elliott, I really have nothing nice to say about this race. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
So here's what I was thinking. How about instead of having it at the same track every year, why don't we just switch it around? Maybe next year have it at, I don't know, let's say maybe Darlington, and then after that Daytona.
Okay.
Just move it around a little bit, have it like travel like the MLB and MLB, NBA,
Right.
all them has the traveling All-Star game. Why don't we just have the All-Star race move around every year?
The difference is logistics because MLB sets their All-Star, stadiums 6 or 7 years ahead of time.
Yeah.
Today where the All-Star game in 2026 is going to be. So if they did implement that, Jordan, that's a fantastic idea. If you did implement that, they have to announce that tomorrow, not next week.
Mhm.
They have to announce it tomorrow.
Yeah.
We have to let you know, hey, Bristol, we're coming to your track. Hey, Pocono, which I won't be watching, we're coming to your track. Hey, you know what would be great? Watkins Glen, we're bringing the All-Star to your track. Whatever you choose, you have to set that up 3 to 5 years in advance.
Mhm.
So these people not only have something to look forward to. Oh my Christ, that is beautiful. It should be at Rockingham if they can reopen the Rock.
Nice.
Oh my
That'd be nice.
God, that would be
And
amazing.
And I have another idea. Instead of if they want to make it an actual All-Star, instead of having just the Cup guys, why not have the Truck guys, Xfinity guys, and Cup guys race their All-Star events, and then the top 5 finishers in those 3 events race each other for the cash prize of $1 million on the same track at the same time.
So you're talking about an
I think that'd
IROC. You're talking about an IROC experience where they'd all have to drive similar cars, much like SRX, where they're all built the same. But
No,
you're
I'm talking
coming
about
from-
have the trucks I'm talking about having the trucks, the Xfinity, and the Cup cars on the track at the same time. Make it interesting.
Are you serious?
So kind of like, okay, so wait a minute. So it's kind of like how, the Ark and Menards had their like East-West race like all together.
Yes.
But
Okay,
those cars are built the same. That's the problem. Look, look, I like the idea. Jordan, I like the idea. What I'm going to say is you can't put, say, Christian Eckes in that truck next to, say, I don't know, Kevin Harvick in the car on the Cup Series versus, say, Noah Gragson lined up right next to him in an Xfinity car. You're talking about 3 different vehicles that run 3 different ways with 3 different aero packages. What are we talking about here? That would be a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
I mean,
How about this, Jordan? How about this? Wait a minute, you said run that down to me one more time so I can make my point here.
top 5 drivers from Truck, top 5 drivers from Xfinity, top 5 drivers from the Cup in a main event of their own for 20 laps.
Okay, cool.
Winner take all.
Think about what I had said earlier. That would work because not bring your own vehicle type deal, they would have to all agree. Like everybody has driven Xfinity series type cars. Just put them all in Xfinity series type cars, and let's sell it like that.
But who does that favor? That favors the Xfinity guys. It doesn't favor the Cup to an extent, and it certainly doesn't favor the Truck Series.
That's true.
So you're talking like I said earlier, you're talking about an IROC situation where they build the cars ahead of time. Here's your car. Here's your car. Here's your car. IROC is the most boring series there ever was.
I'll give you. I roll with you on that. But we're also looking at the disadvantage from the get go though, because those trucks are not getting up as fast as those cars are.
Exactly. So you're talking.
Now that I thought about it, it just sounded dumb. It sounded right in my head, but just dumb as I said it out loud.
I like the idea. However, you can't blend the three. There's a reason. Oh, Le Mans, fantastic. Good on Mike. I'm going to throw that out there. There's a reason why, Derek Jeter didn't go down and play in the AAA All-Star game. You're playing outside of your skills. It's different if they put them all on bicycles, then it's an even match. If you put them all in Jettas, it's an even match. But if you're used to driving in the Truck Series where the vehicle handles differently, or the Xfinity Series where the vehicle handles differently, or the Cup Series where, say it with me, the vehicle handles differently. Thank you. You can't expect the top 5 or 10 from each series to come in and we're going to put you in this car. Well, they're not used to that because that's not what they do every week.
Right.
So if you want to throw them on go-karts and take them up to Pioneer Valley here in Massachusetts, have fun. But you're not going to get a good race out of them if you just throw them in a bullshit IROC series stock car.
Yeah.
There's a science behind it.
Right.
And I think that's where people go wrong when it comes to NASCAR.
Right.
Hey, as Jesse Pinkman once said, science, bitch.
Who said that? Yo, cancer patient. Who said that?
Jesse Pinkman, Breaking Bad.
All right. Fair enough. I like it. All right. We may as well talk about the running order. Let me get that up now. Okay. So we've talked enough about the All-Star race. We got about 14, 15 minutes to go. Okay, thank you. The horsepower is different.
Yeah.
And that's where we'd have the problem. If you're a Haley Deegan who's running in the truck race and is used to X horsepower, now you're putting her in, say, a Cup equivalent, it's completely different. That's why they move up at the pace that they do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my head hurts. I'm done. Anyway, Ryan Blaney won the race. Denny Hamlin cried and came in second, although I understand why he was upset. Joey Logano finished fourth.
Wait a minute.
What?
You forgot Cindric finished third.
I didn't forget him. I just skipped him. Daniel Suarez finished fifth.
Piggybacker.
Sixth. All right. So he doesn't go to bed crying tonight. Austin Cindric finished third. Are you happy now? Are you good?
Yes.
Good.
I'm good.
Go take your whooping like a man. Joey Logano finished fourth. Daniel Suarez fifth. Alex Bowman was sixth. AJ Allmendinger was seventh. Chris Buescher was eighth. Brad Keselowski ninth. And Christopher Bell rounds out your top 10. Your other notables. William Byron was 11th. Martin Truex Jr. was 14th. Bubba Wallace was 16th. Kevin Harvick, 17th. Recky Spinhouse Jr. was 19th. Eric Jones was 20th. Kyle Busch, 21st. Good. Ross Chastain was 22nd. Chase Elliott, 23rd. And all the way in the Jeff Green position for the All-Star race, Kyle Larson. Now, starting with Tori and Tori only, who's your happy and sad?
Of course, my sad. While I'm holding this pepper jack cheese in my hand, my sad is that Kyle Larson finished dead last. Don't really have a happy.
Alrighty, so my happy, I'm gonna go with Ryan Blaney, which of course I will say he's one of my favorite underrated drivers there is, and by God, I really hope Ryan Blaney wins a points race sometime this year. But I'm happy that he won the All-Star race, even though it was under like different circumstances with, of course, the window net and the caution coming out and so forth. But happy that he ended up winning the race and getting the $1 million. And my sad, I'm gonna have to go with Kyle Larson. So just pretty much
Hey,
how it
I
is.
guarantee you guys, Cletus is about to come back.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it is. But
Jordan,
actually,
shut up. Jordan, what do you got?
My happy has to be also for Ryan Blaney winning the All-Star race. And Denny Hamlin's still a bitch. And my sad my sad has to be Bubba Wallace finishing in 16th.
Bubs.
All right, fair enough. For my happy, I'm gonna go with Daniel Suarez. Not the best car in the field, but with all the shenanigans that went on in that race, to come home in 5th, I really do believe that 99 is gonna find victory lane before you know it. He's running way too well to be denied going forward. So for me, that's my happy. It's Daniel Suarez. And my sad, unfortunately, hi.
Oh God.
Hey,
I knew it.
Yeah, my
it.
man.
hey,
I knew it.
hey,
I knew it.
there's no way that watermelon eating fool should have smashed into my man when he could have won that race. So my sad is going to go to Chase Elliott. You know why? Because he's the greatest goddamn race car driver of all time. He's better than Dale Earnhardt. He's better than Richard Petty. He's better than who's that dude with the Jufro that won way back then? He's better than Rusty Wallace.
What's so rusty?
He's better than Harry Gant. He's better than everybody. He's better than everybody. He's better than Cole Trickle. He's better than Roddy Burns. He's better than Russ Wheeler. He's better than every. He's better than Ricky Bobby. He's better than John Girard. He's better than everybody, because in this land that we live in, there's only one race car driver you need to worry about, and that is the driver of the number 9 Napa Asshawk, whatever.
Asshawk.
Chevrolet, and that's Chase Elliott. And my name is Cletus, and that's my opinion.
Yes,
Wow.
sir.
I was just gonna say, Cletus, I'm hoping he wins the 600 on Sunday. So I mean, 2 years ago he came close to winning the race if he didn't, come down pit road and lose the lead and so forth. But
you know what kills me? You
What's
treat
up?
Cletus like he's a real person. You talk about Cletus
It's entertaining.
as if like I can just throw him in my car and bring him to your house. Like, hey, you bringing Cletus?
Hey, we love seeing him on here, and we're hoping to see him in person. It's
I'll
awesome.
tell you, man.
Let me ask you a dumb question. Where am I going
All
to Where am I going to throw the cowboy hat and the chase car shirt in New Hampshire? Seriously, where am I going to do
Okay,
that?
all right. That's a good question. All right, well, we'll probably have to think about that part.
I'll make you a deal. We do we did the last time. We meet at the gas station. We pull into the parking lot at the same time. We park next to each other, and we'll do a video live, you and Cletus.
Yes, I cannot wait to meet him in person. I'm so excited.
See, you're still talking about him like he's real. Hey, by the way,
it's
fun. Hey, Corey, I don't want to piss you off, but Santa and the Easter Bunny, they're not real either.
I guess you could say that. I don't know.
Gene Simmons is real. Cletus is not.
I'm sure. I know for a fact that Gene Simmons is real.
You've seen the show.
I haven't seen the show live. I mean,
no. Have you seen Family Jewels?
I have.
My man.
I want to say yes, but I don't know if I did. So
yeah, I watched that shit too, bro.
My man, thank you very much.
Because we got to shout out. We got to shout out and show love to the original family that started the reality show craze, the Osbournes.
Not the Kardashians, the
Osbournes, yeah.
The Osbournes. Hey, real quick, how about somebody? There are people that do not believe me when I tell them I have not watched not even 2 minutes of all the seasons combined. Like, dude, I can go through the channel. If they're on, I keep moving. I just don't watch the show. Sorry.
I got you.
Yeah.
Somehow I became unplugged. Hold on. Give me a second.
All
See,
right.
That doesn't surprise me.
even Mercy and Grace know. Hell no, Tori don't watch
Yeah.
that.
So I
They
guess
even
next
know it.
week. I guess next week's the speed review. Speed review. Chris Burns unplugged.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that.
Nice,
But
nice,
yeah.
nice.
But anyways, I'm glad to see that Ross Chastain came out okay, and when I saw that wreck, oh my goodness, it almost looked as if it was almost like an open wheel flip, almost, But I just couldn't believe, I said to myself, how the one car didn't get turned over. I've literally have no idea. But
Corey,
yo,
if that was an Indy car, it would
would
have
have been
10
bad.
times worse.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
So Chris's laptop died, so we have to finish without him.
Oh, dang.
Anyways,
All right.
So damn, who has the fantasy point totals then?
It didn't count because it was an all-star race.
well, it's the All-Star race, so
thank you.
it's no point, so it's basically just go out for $1 million. But anyways, I know Chris is not on right now, but make sure you guys listen to Dysfunction Junction. They air on Monday, they upload on Wednesday, and remember, guys, you can catch Dysfunction Junction on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you steal your favorite podcast. Chris, I have not watched this week's episode of Dysfunction Junction, but I will watch either tonight or tomorrow, and I promise you I will watch it, and I will let you know how it all turned out. And yeah, other than that, thank you guys. Thank you to the guys from Dysfunction Junction that came up this past Saturday. And also thank you guys so much for coming up to the GB with me. I really appreciate it that much. And yeah, Chris, let me know what the owner says, and we'll go from there. And also, Lynch, we missed you on Saturday. We can't wait to see you sometime soon, and hopefully, you'll be partying with us.
Jesus, Chris.
Say it out loud, Jordan. Come on, you can do it. Say it.
Lincoln on
Say
your
it.
cock.
Your laptop died.
No, say it.
Oh boy.
Lincoln on a cock.
There you go. That's what you do every week.
Yeah.
Oh, no. What happened was I usually have my laptop plugged in, and somehow during the course of the show, I unplugged it. So here I am.
Hey, it's like I said when you said you was unplugged. I said next week the speed review, Chris Burns unplugged.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever you want to do.
But I have some news regarding Warp. We are back next Tuesday night at 9 p.m. for a special Memorial Day edition of Buddha Auto Racing Podcast. And then the week after that, we're officially back on Tuesdays at 6:30 every other Tuesday. So we are back in business, baby.
Mm.
And if you haven't yet, please
Very
watch
nice.
this past. And if you
Very
haven't
nice.
yet, please watch this past Monday's episode.
Anybody got any other news?
I got nothing.
Yeah. Can you put up 10 comment? Because that goes back to the Osborne. Ball lightning. Can't beat it. If you haven't watched the Osbornes are afraid of everything or whatever it is, they want you to believe. Great show.
Haywood,
you guys
just
will have a
blow
good
me.
time. Jordan, read my name. You're welcome.
Hey, would ya blow me?
Corey, read my name.
Jesus, you have to make me do this.
Oh, look at those burgers.
Hey, would you blow me?
Oh, those are gorgeous.
You suck. You suck.
No.
I'm only gonna say that once. That's it. I'm only gonna say that once. That's it. That's sick. It's sick. You got a sick
Say
mind.
my name. Say my name with the thing.
I'm not saying it again. I can't
You don't
say it
have
again.
to.
No.
You don't have to.
I know.
I promise you.
Yeah.
I promise you. So before we go, anything? Do you guys have anything to pimp, plug, or otherwise push upon the people?
What About Racing Podcast this Tuesday, May 31st, 9 p.m. live on Facebook.
All right. I'm going to pimp obviously, Dysfunction Junction. Guys, get out there and watch it. And because he hasn't listened to it this week, Jordan, say my name. Say my name.
I love this one.
Jordan.
Come on, Jordan.
Phil McCracken.
Yeah.
Say it fast.
Oh, God.
I can do this all
That is
night,
dope.
guys.
That is so fucked up.
Go ahead, Tori. I want to hear it.
What?
What were you
Oh,
going
you want me
to
to
say?
say his name? Oh, I was laughing my
No,
ass
I
off,
want
bro.
No, my man. I want Tori. I want you to say this name.
Oh, Anita. What the fuck does that say? Anita Remlick. Oh, you stupid. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Corey's the only one. Corey's the only one going, the hell does he mean?
No, I'm thinking to myself going like what is this? Like, where are we?
Oh
You had-
wow, this is crazy.
You had no idea what you were getting into 6 years ago. Now you know. We're gonna wrap up. Guys,
Yeah.
I hope you guys have a good week. It's gonna be a fantastic
Really, dude?
Memorial Day weekend, guys.
Really?
If you're wearing a hat, take
No,
your hat
I'm
off.
dead fucking serious because all their burgers is right there.
That's what I'm saying, yo.
Got some good burgers on Memorial Day.
Take your hats off. Remember those that we lost in the art of war, and just have a safe and happy weekend. Indianapolis 500. We got much racing going on the NASCAR series, and before Jordan gets whooped with a rubber hose, we have to say goodnight. So,
Good night,
to
guys.
Tori, to
And-
Stat Boy, and to okay.
And if you haven't yet, Chris, got an announcement for you. Arca Menard Series driver Ryan Roulette is possibly gonna be on either your show, on this show, or one of auto racing podcasts. I'll keep y'all posted on that. And also, Corey, just for you, my brother, Stuart Friesen, when he has free time, he's coming on the Speedway review with Jessica.
What the?
Nice.
That is
All
fucked up.
right. Let me know when he comes on, and I'll have my Stuart
Yeah.
Friesen gear on for him.
And Jessica Friesen's joining him.
Oh my goodness, that's so awesome, man! I can't wait for that.
I'm gonna say this. I would love to talk to the Friesens, but
Yes.
I want what we were promised by Willie. I want Matty D. We've been
Don't
waiting,
worry.
and he's
We're working
he's
on it.
stonewalling us.
Yeah, he
Still
said he's
working on
I
it.
wore my Matty D shirt to the freaking strip club for cripe's sakes. Ask Corey. He was like,
I
"Nice
saw
shirt."
it, I saw it. I was actually kind of surprised. I said to myself, "Dude, you're showing Matty D up at the strip joint. I'm impressed." You know.
Damn right. And Nicole was like, "Hey, nice shirt." No, she didn't.
Yeah,
but I made.
you know what's funny is that you when I saw you and you didn't have the hat on, I thought to myself like, wait, who the fuck was that guy? Like who was that? You know? Because with you without a hat on, you look